Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris, and this is my video discussion post for week 14. This video will reflect on my experiences and learning from the group counseling course, as well as go over the skills I have developed through the Counseling Competency Scale Revised, CCSR. I learned how the ABC, behavioral triangle theory from the cognitive behavioral therapy approach, could be applied in group settings, not just in one-on-one sessions. It was interesting that leaders use this theory to encourage participants to discuss what they think, feel, and do right now in the present moment of the group therapy session. The topic of group dynamics was covered briefly in undergrad, so I was familiar with the group stages of forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. However, it was impactful how this course went more in depth, spending a week on each stage. This gave me a better idea of what should be occurring and how cohesiveness versus counterproductivity looks like within each group stage. Furthermore, I was familiar with the different roles that can occur within the group. I never thought about the importance of group members touching base with each other, expressing their individual impacts within the group. This can be effective in bringing people together and understanding each other's perspectives within the group sessions. I was familiar with several of the techniques used to establish trust. I use them daily in my group sessions, like active listening, paying attention to my nonverbal behaviors, and my tone of voice. Also, I am very intentional in showing empathy, respect, and genuineness in my groups. However, the overall counseling facilitation process of a warm-up, introduction of topics, leading the discussion, techniques, theories used, and helping the group process emotions and experiences collectively was new to me. I was also not used to challenging clients to go deeper to promote growth. The techniques I utilize as a recreational therapist are similar, but more surface level. I do utilize some counseling techniques within my recreational therapy facilitation without realizing it, like reflecting, open-ended questions, minimal encouragers, silence, and linking members together. However, I was unfamiliar with the specific techniques for these skills and some skills altogether, like clarifying, linking, blocking, and interpreting. Further, I learned some new interventions, such as the idea of pre-screening participants, asking members to role play a conflict, challenging a member's belief system, and suggesting homework after each session. According to Lambie et al., 2018, the CSSR was an initiative by the University of Central Florida to have an evidence-based measurement to assess a counseling trainee's competency in counseling skill development, professional disposition, and professional behaviors. Counseling educators and supervisors needed an effective method to evaluate a counseling trainee's specific counseling skills and therapeutic facilitative conditions, knowledge, and comfort level towards performing counseling-related tasks. As far as developed skills, I have incorporated good nonverbal skills with open body posture, being calm and inviting, good tone of voice, use of silence, and attentive to the nonverbal skills of my participants. I have developed good use of minimal encouragers and clarifying what was said. I am improving by utilizing more open-ended questions, but would like to continue to work on this. I was able to set goals and maintain the goals of the session. I was also able to facilitate an empathetic, caring, respectful, and compassionate environment. My nonverbal communication, use of clarifying, and remembering the goals of the session have allowed me to be more self-aware of how I am portraying myself to my clients. It has also challenged me to focus on being more present and a better active listener, hearing and understanding where my clients are at. I am making progress at not just checking off a list of goals to be met in a session It is about having a rough outline and collaborating with clients to meet them where they are and not glossing over what they share just to get through all the content for the intended session. With practice, I will become better at assessing and addressing their needs as I learn how to utilize different skills appropriately, like modeling, linking, letting the group react to each other when appropriate, and probing deeper. Additionally, I will get better at helping the group get back on track with blocking, reaffirming appropriate boundaries, learning when to prevent people from dominating and from being disengaged. However, my skills are at a good starting point and will continue to improve with time and practice. I know that counseling will be a continuous developing process. I plan on using the knowledge and skills I learned in this class as a solid foundation to build upon. I want to be an effective and beneficial counselor to my future clients, so I will continue to learn about these skills, practice, and grow with time, experience, and supervision. This way, I can be properly attentive, present, and collaborate with clients in individual and group settings to meet their treatment needs. There is a lot to remember in leading a group. The strategies I need to use right now are to give myself grace and just continue to hone and apply these skills. It will be beneficial to continue to receive feedback on what I have done well and constructive suggestions for improving as I continue to progress as a group counselor. It will become more natural knowing when to use what skill and feel more comfortable practicing those skills with practice. In time, I will become better at reflecting, paraphrasing, summarizing, interpreting, and reflecting feelings. I will become better at going deeper with clients and how to appropriately utilize confrontation. I just need to hone the skills so that I can better probe and meet my clients' needs to meet the intended goals for the session. I will start to put all the pieces of the puzzle together of what skills to utilize when. I have become better at piecing together the components of a good group from this course. I have begun to recognize more of the counseling skills within my groups at work. For example, when the group is cohesive, when it is not. I have attempted to work on some reflecting and linking with them. This class has helped me make my group stronger. I also appreciated the opportunity to continue to work on developing the CSSR counseling skills. I know this is a journey with more to learn. However, I know I will continue to grow with practice and time. I appreciated learning new skills. My main challenge is knowing what to say and utilizing more reflecting, paraphrasing, summarizing, interpreting, and reflecting feelings. I need to work on confrontation and delving deeper. I need to be more assertive with maintaining appropriate boundaries and people who intentionally push the envelope. I will address these by practicing these skills and thinking about how to phrase and delve deeper as I continue to work with clients and practice in classes. I will become better at setting the tone and boundaries from the beginning and holding clients and having them hold each other accountable to the group standards from the beginning. This way, it will be easier to maintain boundaries throughout treatment, as well as accountability, continuity throughout sessions. I know from experience it can be difficult to maintain boundaries and limits with limit testers. This is something I am actively working on in my current groups. Even though there are areas to improve, I have seen personal growth in my facilitation and rapport building capabilities in the last 6 years. I know the more I learn and practice, the farther I will go. Thank you for listening to my discussion post this week. I hope you have a great rest of your week.